Philadelphia is number 7 in the Eastern Conference, tied with Washington. What a move by Iverson, and what a shot to follow.
Well, Ruben Patterson is trying to guard Iverson. They're going to be critical.
Right by Miller goes Iverson.
He is an incredible player. The young guy brings it every single night. Look at this pass.
And a dunk by Anthony. Another turnover. Here's a 3-on-2 led by Miller. One fast break team in the NBA. Miller the assist. And the great-looking tomahawk by Carmelo Anthony. In a berth in Houston a couple weeks ago.
I think right now, Kevin, Philly would just like to be able to take this surge that they're getting and hang around. Here's Stephen Hunter for another dunk. Beautiful pass from Allen Iverson, but try to get their legs back. You can't feel sorry for yourself after you've lost those 2 games. You got to get after it. You're at home.
Iverson beats Miller. And Iverson, who had missed his last 4, comes up with it. Andre Miller picks up his second foul for the Denver Nuggets.
This guy is incredible. Look at it. He's got 3 guys that he's looking at, and he just snakes right through 2 of them, and then soft shot over the shot blocking attempt of Elson. See, Kevin, I'll tell you how devastating those 2 losses were for Philadelphia. Right now, they're 30-30, and they're in 7th place, right? And then we're there in 7th place?
Yes, tied for 7th.
All right, that means that if they started today, they would have to play against Miami. Had they won those 2 games, they'd be tied for 3rd with New Jersey.
By Buckner inside to Evans. Iverson, Gallinberg.
Ball back to him where they just did, and he either shoots that little jumper. That time he drove it to the basket.
Iverson puts it down. And Allen Iverson now is put in 11 points in 11 minutes.
One thing you don't have to worry about Allen Iverson. There's the play that can be run for Camby. He's a trailer on the break, and he tries to drive the ball to the basket. But Iverson, the guy's got energy all the time. You don't have to worry about this guy being sluggish. Look at this.
He's number 1 in the NBA in points in the paint. He's a terrific player. He does so much penetration and having one of the better seasons in his career.
Now, Earl Boykins is quick as can be, and Allen Iverson goes around him like he's nailed to the floor. That just gives you a little idea of his speed. To me, the 2 fastest guys in the league with the basketball are Allen Iverson and Tony Parker. When they have the ball on the fast break, to me, they have the most breakaway speed of any of the 2-point guards and any of the point guards in the league.
How about pre-microfracture surgery Jason Kidd at his height against these 2?
Well, he was much more powerfully built.
Oh, boy, he ran.
Oh, he did.
I'm
not going to tell you. Jason Kidd was exceptionally fast. To me, he was like a running back in football when he got out on that break. But now, when I see the guys, to me, Iverson and Parker are at the top of the class in speed with that basketball.
He's got 12 points. Rest of the team has 8. Coverage at 12:30 Eastern. Then on ESPN Wednesday, the Clippers will travel to Phoenix to take on the Suns.
You don't see any of those layups and dunks anymore. Philadelphia's got their defense back.
And a 3-on-2, and Iguodala gets it from Matt Barnes. From last year, he missed
the Birdman.
He missed all kinds of dunks too. What a move by Iverson around Boykins.
He's amazing. He is really an amazing athlete.
16 for Allen Iverson by Salmons. Iverson to the trailing Gallinberg. Philly looks good now.
Well, they got away from that rough start. They're getting back into their zone defense. Denver's not scoring, and now Philly is on a 20-7 run. Got to be their protector underneath the basket. That's what they're paying for him. He's the leading shot blocker in the NBA, or second behind Camby.
Iverson finds 2, and he's got a game-high 18.
Basketball, and I think right now is he's at the stage where he thinks so they can be good professionals.
Watch Boykins in late buzzer-beating situations. Iverson deflects it and played him beautifully on defense on that play.
You know what's amazing when you watch the Sixers play also too? Iguodala, you don't even realize he's out there offensively. This is a guy who was incredible in that rookie game. There's Iverson unloading the long 3.
He's a terrific high school quarterback and took a beating. It's amazing to see the beating he is still taking, even as, like we say, he'll be 31 in June.
It's to me, he's interesting because guys like him learn, and I know this is going to sound funny, learn that they're getting hit, but they don't take the full force of the blow. They're so quick and agile on their feet. I always felt like Walter Payton was like that in football.
First tonight is 4 of 12. Iverson hits it and fouled and counted for 2 and a foul.
That's a game changer right there. It looked like Denver was trying to make a little bit of a run. Loose ball. Denver has not rebounded the ball tonight. If they lose this game, they can look at that offensive backboard. Watch this, so they should have come up with this. They don't. Iverson used his quickness, the little floater in the lane, possible three-point opportunity. So instead of that lead possibly going down to 9, now it is once again back to 13 and possibly up to 14 here if he can knock in this free throw. So when you're playing uphill, Kevin, you got to pick up all those loose balls. You can't give Allen Iverson those kind of points.
Good night for Iverson, who's one of 3 players averaging 30 points. You know, when we hit the All-Star break, we had Iverson and Kobe and LeBron all at 30 points a game or more. First time that has happened in the NBA at the All-Star break in 40 seasons. Still have the spectrum, and so it's all right here.
Strategy, of course, but most of the huddle, every time he would diagram.
Another offensive board. Weber, Iverson for 2. There have been 10 players, 5'9" or smaller.
That shot at that time, I think Marcus Camby can get a better one than that.
Iverson getting his first 2 points in the fourth quarter and 34 for the game. Guy giving you these great pictures.
They are all over these graphics and stuff. Here's Iverson again. He's got Miller playing him now, who does not have the quickness.
Second personal foul.
See, Miller gave him a little space, but Iverson knows he's got the quickness, so he gets him to retreat. And look at the space he has there now to pull up and take that shot. Interestingly enough, in Allen Iverson's career, he has scored 40 points against 24 of the 29 teams in the NBA. One of the teams he's never scored 40 against is the Denver Nuggets. We'll get him here tonight. It's missed by Denver.
As you called.
Created the switch here with Iverson. Now Miller cannot guard him with the quickness, so it's exactly what Philadelphia wants to do. They want to get Patterson or DeMar Johnson off of Iverson. Now they're using clocks. They're going to make sure they get a real good possession here.
Patterson, Anthony into 3 for the lead. Carmelo Anthony puts it in. And a timeout for Philadelphia. And the 76ers will have just under 19 seconds with which to work, trailing by 2.
He loves to drive baseline. You've got to get a defender over there to help sooner. Weber way too slow getting over there. Remember, I told you there with a small lineup out there, no one to guard the basket. Weber comes over, sort of waves at him, and Anthony scores. 76ers, they can creep up into that 8th spot.
Anthony has put in 20 points in this half.
No timeouts. They got to go length to the floor here.
And here comes a shot by Iverson. Denver has won 3 consecutive wins. They're in first place by 3.5 games over idle Utah. And they're 2 wins.